Hey, this is Josh with Inktology. Tonight is just a fun night where I'm going to be drawing some weapons. I'm just kind of figuring out what kind of weapon is for my comic book. What do I want to design? It's always hard to design something that you enjoy, um, especially weapons and utilities of some sort. So we're just going to go through some sketches of swords and some kind of spears and staffs and stuff like that. Let me get this in focus. Yeah, so, anyways, if you haven't already, please subscribe and like the channel. It'd be quite the benefit to me. What is on my crystal? It's like a line from a marker or something. Look at that. I don't know what that's from, but anyways, let's get to it. What does it mean to design a weapon, right? We have different looks and different styles. For this comic book, we're going to probably go with a very classical mixed with a very bulky. You know what? Let's just draw and see what it looks like. So for a staff, not for a staff, for a sword. Especially, this guy has a dagger. He has a cubit length dagger, my character. A cubit is about 18 inches, but 18 inches is going to be too long. It's about, it's pretty long, It's bigger than a foot by a long shot. That's supposed to be on his thigh, but most people don't have an 18-inch thigh, they can really work with. So maybe it's presumably to be a cubit. So we're going to go, oh shoot, I'm drawing upside down. My paper is supposed to be this way. My bad. I didn't read the numbers down here. Hey TF, what's up? What's up? I saw that you posted yesterday, a couple hours before I had started my live stream. I missed it. I missed these things. I don't get notifications for some reason, but I'm trying to catch up. I watched it. It was fantastic. Anyways, I got to do this sword and this dagger, and it's been kind of messing with me. So we're just going to play around with what a dagger would look like. It says it's a double-edged sword, dagger, cubit length. So we're looking at probably about 12 inches to 18 inches. I'm going to make it about 14 inches. I'm thinking about this far. Let's see. Where's my ruler? Man, where's my ruler? Okay. All right, I got this ruler here. This is not inches, so I'm screwed with that one. Where's my ruler? Ay, ay, ay. Okay, I got here we go. This will do. This is 6 inches. Okay. And tell me about it. It's 6 inches. That's what she said. That's what I would say. Anyways, 12 inches and then 14 right there. So we're looking at the full page here. So that's a pretty good size dagger. To stick them with. So we're going to go ahead and just start doing smaller versions of it. What would it look like? What would a dagger look like in ancient times? You could easily do a straight kind of Chinese sword style, but I need to give this character, I want to give a character, so I'm going to go ahead and just start. Let's draw the tip. Let's draw the handle. Let's draw the bottom of the handle. Let's go from here. Drawing with the pencil today, just because I wanna play around with the inking style, and sometimes doing with pencil helps out a lot. Just the tip. Yeah. I probably say so many things that are, that's what she said jokes. For sure. It's like natural to me, you know? I think some people don't get it, but I get it. Handle, let's make it rough. Let's give some design to this thing. You know what though? I don't like this front part. For a dagger, on the backside's fine, but where the fingers should be, usually is where the fingers should be, is where there's protection. But I'm going to go backwards on that concept. Just because I like to be different. I saw the new Marvel's, was it 1973 or 1873? I don't know what it was. Trailer. It's a video game based on Marvel characters, and it is phenomenal. They're using Unreal Engine, and they're doing live like responses to the graphics. It is absurd, absolutely absurd, that our graphics capacity is at this point where we are able to fully develop gameplay that looks like cinematic, but then it's live, so you can move the camera anywhere and it's going to be perfectly, the shadows are going to match up and everything. It's absolutely absurd. 1943, that's right, thank you. I was shocked. I saw the tech demo of it and I was like, oh my gosh, like, how could they create such amazing things? Like, that's absurd. I can't wait to play games like that. Like, that's gonna be so much fun. Man, I gotta get a better graphics card. I've been playing Call of Duty for so long and I've kind of got bored of it because the graphics have like started stunting with my 1080 Ti graphics card, which is old. I know a lot of people are like, "What are you still running that sucker?" But poor man's got to do what a poor man's got to do. So, but it still runs. It's just not the greatest capacity. But I would definitely want to play that game for sure. Oh yeah, a long way from Atari games. Atari games, my gosh. I can't even imagine the creators of Atari even imagining that we'd be at this point, Like, this is absurd that we're able to create games in live, in such a realistic version of itself that, like, that's crazy. It's absolutely insane. So I saw a video game on Unreal. It was just a demo of like a Call of Duty version of the game, and it looked like legitimate guns and scenery, which is scary because once that hits VR capacity, like, that's too much. It's kind of like it takes away the video game aspect of things, and it makes it so realistic. That's okay, great for training. I can understand if you're in the military and you're training, but then normal people getting a hold of that when we're bored, I just don't trust the human mind to handle it. Sorry, I'm one of those guys who's like, GTA is cool, but can you say it affects the human, these young men's mentality? I would say, yeah, probably. Because it just gives too much like freedom to thought. Not that games create, violence or anything like that, but it can't be good. It can't be like a beneficial thing. So I don't know. I'm just impressed that games have become that way. So here we have a dagger that's going in, kind of just kind of making some wrappings around it. I always find the hardest part is the handle, like how to make it look legit. But then let's do a straight one. Let's do the handle first. A lot of interesting movies coming out. I saw the new Alien trailer. Have you seen the new Alien trailer? Come on, Alien Romulus, I think it is. It looks hardcore. Is it going to be as good as the Ridley Scott's version? I don't know. We'll see. But I have high hopes because I kind of wanted a different director to develop the Alien series a little bit, just to give it a little bit of a different vibe. I think it needed a revamping. I mean, it is a continuous film, so it'd be good, you know, that someone else got a hold of instead of Mr. Ridley Scott. Where's my ruler? No, I can't beat the OG. There's no way I can beat the OG. The OG is so beautiful, you know what I mean? Like, there's just no way. But what it can do is give us hope that there's a reviving of a series that's worth watching, because the Alien series is something that I feel like better than other series when they create. When they create other series and stuff, it's just not as good. But then they create an Alien. It's like you can do 100 of those different films, and it'd be fun to watch. Like me as a viewer, I'm going to enjoy it. So I'm excited for it. I hope they make this I'm not a fan of like them messing up with a bunch of stuff and ruining it. Like the only other series that I really enjoy is Fast and the Furious. They can make like 100 of those, and I'll watch every single one of them. Just because I love Fast and the Furious stuff. I just love cars and racing and explosions. What can I say? I'm a dude who loves the fuel of life. You know, R.I.P. Paul Walker. But I think Aliens is another one that's going to be dope. Yeah, there's not much more they can do. Maybe, maybe. You know what I haven't seen done is that aliens actually arrive on Earth. Like what happens when they actually do arrive on Earth and they attack the human race and infest the human race? Like, how do we deal with it? It's probably like a zombie apocalypse, but then how do we work with it? How do we develop it as? Oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah. They're absolutely stale, but they still have, they'll still get me to watch it, man. I'll still watch it. Like the last two, terrible, terrible films. Like they didn't make any sense. They were doing supernatural things. Honestly, I can't believe that those were things were even possible with cars. No, even the last three. The one, remember the one where they jumped out of the building in like, was it Qatar or Saudi Arabia, and they jumped out of one building and drove into the other? I was like, physics wise, that's impossible. That's virtually impossible. But I love cars. I just love vehicles being blown up, and Vin Diesel somehow gets me every time. I don't know. It's a passion of mine. My wife always wonders, like, why would you watch that stuff, Josh? Like, there's so much better stuff out there. I'm like, yeah, I don't know. Something in me just like I like the mythology of these guys who are just like, it's kind of like they just want to. I don't know. There are so many other movies to watch for sure. Absolutely. Um, it's funny because I saw Christopher Nolan. They did an interview with him recently, or I don't know if it was recently, but I just saw it recently. But he was talking about like how he loves the Fast and the Furious series. He loves the timelines and stuff. And I was like, yeah, me and Christopher Nolan knows it. It's the fact that I don't know. Who knows why? It's just something inside that just says cars, explosions, Vin Diesel, um, ludicrous. I don't know. It just makes sense to me. I don't watch it because I judge it as a good movie. I watch it because I just I want to see something blow up or something. There's no way they can jump out of cars and jump into each other's arms and the other car and stuff like that. There's just it's all physically impossible. But can I deny it's not entertaining? I don't know. Yeah, yeah. One and two are great. I even liked Tokyo Drift. Tokyo Drift was one of my favorites, just because it was kind of outside the timeline, outside the whole thing. But I enjoyed it. Um, yeah, I guess we'll figure it out. I mean, I, I don't know. I don't know. It's just kind of ridiculous. And now they're like fighting warheads and missiles and space. They went to outer space in this last one, I think, didn't they? I think they went to outer space. I don't know. They can't really do anything more. They were on the Antarctica, like Antarctic ice shelf, and then kind of ridiculous. Hey Daniel, what's up? Long time no chat. Tonight we're just doing a quick one of weapons. I'm just trying to figure out some weapon designs for my character. Just having fun. Talking about Fast and the Furious, how like I don't know. Do you like Fast and Furious, Daniel? Because I kind of do. Um, it's one of my. It's kind of one of my. What is it called? When you like something that people don't like. I don't remember. But you know the word I'm talking about. Good group, yeah. I don't know, man. I enjoy it. I enjoy a good car movie. You know the reason why is there's not that many car movies out there. There's not that many that actually do car films. Like Need for Speed didn't become a series, Grand Theft Auto would be a great series, but I don't know why they haven't made Grand Theft Auto into a show, because that would be, how amazing would it there to be a TV show of Grand Theft Auto? Think of that. You follow these characters who go to these wild scenes and stealing cars, robbing banks. Like, you would never run out of material, but for some dumb reason, they haven't made a Grand Theft Auto TV show. I don't get it. Oh, guilty pleasure. That's what it is. It's a guilty pleasure, for sure. Um, Super guilty pleasure. What's your guilty pleasure? What film is your guilty pleasure? That's what I want to know. Because I would say another guilty pleasure of mine is hmm. Oh, uh, what's those dance movies? Step Up. Step Up. I am a fan of dance films, breakdancing films. So Step Up got me good. I don't know why. I don't know why I watched Step Up. Pitch Perfect. Okay, I can't judge. I mean, I'm watching the same stuff. Yeah, I can see Pitch Perfect. Yeah. Pitch Perfect is one of those things you just like to hear someone's voice, rough it up. They do a good job of it too. And plus the girl that the main actress of it all, she's I mean, she got famous off of that film, I think. And I can see that. I don't judge you for that. That's not too bad. That's funny though. I mean, I guess it's not as bad as like Bring It On or something like that. Um, oh, you know what? Magic Mike. It's not a full series yet, but it's pretty close. We have a different bunch of Magic Mikes. I'm a fan of Magic Mike. I don't know why. I think it's because I want to be Channing Tatum. That's probably what it is. If I could dance like him, if I could move like, if I had the body like him, my gosh, the things I could do in life. I wouldn't be drawing, that's for sure. Yes, sir. Yeah, so what B flick do you enjoy? I like B flicks as well. I'm a big fan of B flicks. I watch B flicks all the time. They're some of the most imaginative um, films that I get to watch is B flicks. I think the most recent one I watched was no. I'm about to start on the Winnie the Pooh horror series. They're considered B flicks, So I'm going to start on those. That'll be fun. I think that'd be dope. Winnie the Pooh. I saw that they're coming out with in theaters the Winnie the Pooh 2. It's a horror where Winnie the Pooh is like this creepy, scary monster. I really don't know. I haven't seen the first one, but I'm gonna watch it. I'm a big fan of horror films and especially B flick horror films because they're really ridiculous. I watched yeah, Winnie the Pooh horror. Check it out. Um, there was I watched this movie called Night Swim. It's considered technically an A flick because it came to theater, I guess, but because it has A actors in it, but it's definitely to me a B flick. The story was crap. The quality of development was worse than most B flicks, honestly. Um, but I'll watch anything that's a horror genre. My mother got me onto those kind of things, so um, The Conjuring was one of my favorite films, but that's an A flick all the way through. I need to watch something good. I haven't watched anything scary in a while or anything that's like. I'm trying to watch this one Japanese film called 1%. 1% Man? 1% Warrior? 1% something. Um, Z Flick, yeah, it does. The Winnie the Pooh one. But this 1% one is a Japanese film. So the cool thing is about the Japanese movies is that Japanese films, even if they're a B flick, they're still good. And if they're a C flick, still fantastic. Because you've just got this weird gore vibe to them or this weird creativity that they pull off. And, you know, I'm a big fan of anything Japanese. because they don't do anything really bad. I feel like there's too much of a cultural shame if they screw up. Koreans are pretty good too. When you have a Korean film, even if it's a B flick, it's usually decent. Oh yeah, the 1%er. That's it. What's up, Frozzy? Welcome, welcome. Yeah, the 1%er. That's the movie I want to see, but I have to get subtitles for it because I don't speak Japanese, you know. That'd be dope because it looks like it's about a. I think it's about a stuntman who does martial arts and then he gets entangled in some kind of like mafia or yakuza stuff or something, and then has to like fight his way through with his stuntman skills. Kind of like if Jackie Chan had to fight his way through life. Oh, there is a movie called 1% Warrior. Oh, I don't know. I mean, it's probably 1%er. It's new film, brand new. Um, but it looks dope. I love fighting in martial arts films. I grew up on Chinese martial art films like Chiba films and um, like the, was it Five Deadly Venoms? Oh my God, it's not Five Deadly Venoms. What am I thinking? Hmm. Okay, well there goes my brain for tonight. I've been up too long. I didn't sleep last night. Um, Tomorrow I'm going to be doing a class at school, at a middle school, about creativity and creating a board game based off of my game. And I'm totally not prepared. I didn't prepare my thing until like a couple minutes ago. And I have to go package 100 of these packs to give away to the kids. It's a charter school here in LA, but I should have prepared more. That's for sure. I should sleep more, that's for sure. That's probably what I need. Sleep is one of those luxuries, huh? Hey TF, yeah, thank you for joining, and hey, have a good night, man. I appreciate you joining, and I will catch you later, and especially one of your live streams. What is my dog doing? Okay, so I have a few weapons here. I've been drawing I needed a double-edged dagger for Ehud, but I also need weapons for some of the warriors that are fighting. And back in this time, in the 12 to 1300 BCE, we're looking at weapons that are crude. It's the end of the Bronze Age. We're moving into the Iron Age. Iron's used for more chariots, and the wealthy, the Palestinians, are more of the classier community, so they're going to have the iron control over the iron, which is more of where Gaza's at and Palestine is at. But we're looking at Israel, the Benjaminites, and those kind of people. So I get to play with the fact that they're going to be more of a crude weapon. So I'm just kind of going through here and designing different stuff that looks, fun. Now this axe doesn't look beneficial to anybody unless you grab it around here on your hands here and you're just slicing through stuff. Definitely has a fun little mouth. I like that. Maybe for opening bottles of beer. I don't know. I'm just joking. And we'll do one more here. Let's see. What kind of weapon can I do? Let's do something more uniform. Give this whole Batman looking vibe. Handle. Protector. And then definitely going He-Man style, looks like. And then handle wise, we'll just do a straight handle. The blade will come out and have its tip point, and then come in. I'm never really good at doing weapons. Actually, I'm pretty terrible at doing weapons. Yeah, I don't get it. It's not my thing. It's not my thing. The new episode of Shogun is fantastic. Yeah, the history of the weapon is really good. I was going to do that for that time period, but a lot of the weapons are kind of boring. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to have fun tonight and just make up my own weapons and see what's up. But I will eventually take these weapons and manipulate them into what a historical version would look like. Because I have to be somewhat accurate. That's the thing. I have to be somewhat accurate to the historical Middle East of that day and what the Israelites were using. It's just like they were using very crude weapons. That's fine. Just have to develop it. I just want to get an idea of like what kind of handle do I want? What kind of textures? The thing is that if it's on his thigh, it says right thigh that it's hanging on. Do I want to make it a curved blade? You know, a dagger that's kind of curved. Like this one here would be nice. But then description wise, it's a double-edged sword that's 18 inches long. But should it have a straight blade, a straight handle? You know, I have to keep it visually creative for the viewer whenever it's being used. So, gotta think about that stuff. We're gonna ink one of them tonight, and then we'll be done because I have to go to bed and get stuff done. But I want to try to ink it and see what it looks like. So we're going to do this guy here. Looks about right. Also started watching X-Men 97, the new X-Men cartoon show that came out. It's the continuation of X-Men from back in our childhood. If any of you guys watched it when you were a kid. I watched it. I loved it. But I'm watching it because I think it has like, you know, Easter eggs to what's going to be brought up with Ryan Reynolds and Deadpool and stuff like that when it comes out. Well, it does look like a goblin dagger, doesn't it? right. It's got that vibe to it. Yeah. Oh, I screwed up on the shading on that one. Darn. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I love obsidian blades. I got really interested into obsidian blades, researching like indigenous cultures and like their kind of like weapons they may use. Of course, obsidian has that whole like Game of Thrones look too, so it's kind of popularized um, through that show. But yeah, I like the darkness of a dope blade. Maybe I'll make this into like a obsidian. So for obsidian blades, you just want to color it all black and then go in later and try to fill it in. But he's looking all right. I like black blades. I just wish I had a bigger. You know what? I'll just use the brush. Screw this. Oh, no, I'll use the graphic pen. My dog is going ham. What's he barking at? Oh yeah, way faster. I need to get back onto the comic book drawing of the characters. I need to start writing it. The weekend's coming up, so I'm going to try my best to write the first couple pages, and then we're going to be getting onto live stream and actually designing those live pages. Designing those pages live. That way there's something more fun to watch than me just doodling, because I feel like my doodling is just, whatever. It's just me learning, learning is fun and stuff, but you probably want to see some progression, some quality stuff. My dog is mad at some dog outside. I don't know what's going on. Oh, thank you, Fozzie. Appreciate it. I'm not the best at weapons, so if it looks janky, that's because I don't do weapons very well. I don't do straight. I don't know why. Just weapons. I've never really done weapons. All my characters have always fought with their hands. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why. I guess it looks all right. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you, Mr. Chew. Choo 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 choo. Cuckoo choo. Just drop the cap. Hold on. And we'll take the Micron 3 here. And then start, filling in the details. Okay, not a 3. That's too small. Let's do a 1. Okay, let's finish up some of these details. Some of the ideas of like that you saw in the thumbnail of this video, I wanted to study some of the handles, the actual tips. So like for like this piece here, this weapon here, you have this piece here, which is like a normal. This is not a normal style, but you could see how I need to work on this part. And this here is just the. Ooh, that would have been bad. But I need to work on like how that connects with this and how it looks and how I want to make it look. So this is kind of an Egyptian one. So I may do an old school bronze look and make it well designed with all these different decorations on it. Oh, you can't see it. See how all those different decorations are on there? It's really cool. I think I want to do that for my weapon. But tonight I'm just trying to, get an idea of like the shape. It's not really so much like the fine details, because if I was going to do fine details, I'd probably spend some time designing this, just boring stuff. I don't know. I feel like it takes too long for me to develop and people to enjoy. Yeah, maybe it would be fine. I don't know. Oh, but made the handle all bent. Yeah, for sure. Some have that ritual vibe to them, you know. But I like the ritual blades. They look cool. They always have the best designs, you know. So you have a blade like this, and then oh yeah, yeah, I can imagine that because knights were all about show. Sometimes they were deeply embedded into the showmanship of how good they look and what they represented as their house. Yeah, I can see that. Their best protection was probably that neck guard that they wore around their necks, the big piece of metal. Because I can imagine how many times someone tried to stab them and got hit with that sucker. Or got met with a big piece of metal protecting them. Okay, give me a second. Oh, all right. Yeah, because, you know, weapons have to be practical, but they also have to look really cool. And it's kind of a hard thing to balance. It's one of my weakest points is creating a weapon that looks dope. So, you know, tonight was all about just kind of playing around and seeing what can I do? How can I learn? And that's what you gotta do. You gotta start drawing and figuring out what looks dope and what looks dumb. Like this does not look good to me in many ways, but I'm learning from it, that's for sure. Thing is, I want my weapons to have this ancient vibe to them, but at the same time, there's not enough information on the weapons because a lot of them were destroyed or have been lost to time. That would give me an imaginative. Some are simple, but I don't want to do simple. So, yeah, spears were dope. I love me a good spear. think we're just going to finish up with this one spear and call it a night. Just because it's a late night and I've got a lot to do. So I thank you guys for watching. I for sure do. Sorry that there wasn't much more informative on weapons, but you know, I'm just having fun. And you guys should too. So thank you for watching. And remember, you guys are creatives, and I hope you go out and create. And if you first time watching this channel, please like and subscribe. It would help out your creative friend, me. Yeah. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment section below, and I'll get to them as soon as possible. And yeah. That's life, and you guys rock. And I really appreciate everyone who's watching and commenting, because, you know, it's fun stuff. P. Garza, you came right in time. I'm just now finishing up. Good to see you, or virtually see you. But yeah, so here's a few of my swords. We have a small dagger here that's kind of like a He-Man looking thing. We got this axe thing that's kind of a weird curvature. We have this dagger with some holes for blood flow, you know, so that when you stab through, the air, you know, is able to flow through and the blood will flow better. We have this dagger, which is an obsidian blade by a goblin, from one person said. And this is kind of like just a small little dagger of a historical look I was just playing with just now. And then you have this straight blade here that looks pretty dope. I like this guy. I don't know why. It feels like maybe it's crystal or something. I don't know. Not bad. But I'm going to ink these and play with these. Thundercats, ho! I love Thundercats. Thundercats are the best. Dude, should I do I'm going to do a Thundercat drawing doodle night. I'm just going to do you know what? You're right. Tomorrow is Thundercats all the way. Thank you, P. Garza. I haven't done I've never drawn Thundercats, and I love Thundercats. You are genius. Genius, I tell you. Anyways, guys, tonight was a simple night of just playing around with some weapons. Didn't do a whole bunch, but I just wanted to have fun, let you guys see where I'm trying to develop, and yeah, hunting knives. Dude, I just need to get better at weapons altogether. I'm the worst at guns, but knives I can work with, you know, I can get away with. They'll obviously need some work. But guns, I'm the worst. But let's go with that. You're right, Frozzy. Let's do the Thundercats tomorrow. Oh, snap. I'm so stoked. I haven't done a Thundercats. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Look at you guys. That's why I have you guys around, because y'all are geniuses and brilliant creatives. So mad props to you. 5,000 points to you, P. Garza, for that suggestion. Yeah. A pie this late? Oh no. Anyways, guys, I'm out of here. I've got a long day tomorrow. You know, you guys rock. And remember that you rock, because you do rock. And I'll see y'all soon. Toodaloo, hasta luego, sayonara, ciao, goodbye, and Merry Christmas.